Hello YouTubes, what is up? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Strem, and we are here with some more IBA content. This is our week 4 team builder that I'm going to do. So this is a new kind of concept I'm doing. In the past I haven't really done team builders. I've just done a little intro before the battle for the IBA, showing our team, but I figured to give you guys a little more insight into what we're bringing our team and our opponent's team before the match. I'm going to upload a team builder the day before or 2 days before the match, depending on when I record this versus when it comes out. And I want to know what you guys think of this this sort of concept. A bunch of other YouTubers do this for draft leagues. It's not something I came up with on my own, but I figured it would be fun for us to try as well. So this week we are taking on the Chicago Dragapults and QtheCostaRican. I believe he is 3-0 right now. Looks like that from our document. Anyway, this is his team, his logo. So he obviously has a scary team for sure. His Gigantamax captain is the Orbeetle. His Uber is Melmetal. And then he carries Drakazult, Clefable, Gyarados, Goodra, brand new Goodra. He traded somebody out for Goodra. Vaporeon, Roserade, Beware, Gastrodon, and Falapple. So obviously he's taken 3 times the Orbeetle, the Melmetal, the Drakazult, and the Clefable. He actually doesn't like Clefable, so it's interesting that he brought it 3 times, and he's also brought the Roserade 3 times. So just found that interesting. I'm pretty worried about this team. Obviously he's 3-0, he's a great battler, and it seems like he's got a lot of counters to our team. Primarily the Drakazult is what I'm worried about the most. So I'm just going to open up Showdown here and show you guys. This is the team that we're building. Hopefully you can see this all right. This is the team that I've decided of our 11 Mons. We're bringing DKOL, our Gigantamax captain, obviously, the Lapras. I decided to take Freeze Dry, Ancient Power, Ice Beam, and Surf. So Freeze Dry hits the Gastrodon really hard. We have really nothing else for it. We don't have any grass types. We have a couple Pokemon that learn Grass Knot, but it's not that powerful and doesn't actually do more than 50% to the Gastrodon. So we really need the Freeze Dry. I assume he will take the Gastrodon against us. It'll be a great bring. So that's why we hit the Freeze Dry there. We're holding the Wakan Berry. So the whole idea behind this is it halves the damage from a super effective electric attack. So that's to deal with the Drakazult. This Drakazult OHKOs our Lapras while it's Gigantamax, 1 hit with its Bolt Beak move. So if we're holding the Wakan Berry, we can actually maybe surprise him a little bit, take a hit, and then counter with the Ice Beam or the Max Ice move, and then take that thing out. Again, we don't have a ton of answers for that, so that's why I'm holding the Wakan Berry this week. Max Special Attack, Max HP, with 4 defense investment, and we are modest just to make sure we KO the Drakazult. Also bringing the Lapras for the Gastrodon. It doesn't help super much with anything else. Gyarados obviously, and Vaporeon as long as we bring Freeze Dry, as well as the Roserade. It can do some damage too, and Flapple obviously too. I don't think he brings Flapple though. Next we're bringing Paul Blart again, the Runerigus, with Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Will-O-Wisp, and Protect. This is kind of our answer to the Drakazult as well. It can switch into a Bolt Beak. Obviously Electric doesn't affect ground, so he's our switch in. We need to keep him alive longer. That was a mistake I made last week. Holding the leftovers, it is max defense, max HP, and an Impish Nature. The idea here is just get some rocks up, Will-O-Wisp, some physical attackers. So again, like the Flapple, the Beware, the Gyarados, anything that we can burn, the Melmetal, the Drakazult would be awesome. And then yeah, just Protect to get some leftovers recovery and maybe scout out some moves. So really important as that Drakazult counter. We don't super need it for anything else, but I might bring Body Press for the Beware. I don't know yet. Still kind of working that out. In terms of next member is IMAX, so we're bringing the Rotom Heat. This is a max special attack, match HP Rotom Heat. This is specifically for Melmetal. We're holding the okay, so it's for Melmetal and his Gmax Orbeetle. So this is a great counter to both of these Pokemon. I'm actually holding the Assault Vest this week. So Assault Vest raises our special defense by 1.5. So that way I don't need to have any investment in that, and we could still really take hits from the Orbeetle. And then max special attacks allows us to use overheat or even shadow ball to really do some hefty damage to that thing. So I have it for both of those things. I think I need it more for the Melmetal, and a Melmetal, an overheat on the Melmetal will actually OHKO one shot. So that's really good. And we do outspeed with that 4 investment in speed. So it can't really do much to me if I'm max HP either, and it definitely doesn't want to stay in for an overheat. So that's why we're taking IMAC. I think it's a great bring. It obviously gets countered really hard by Gastrodon. We can't full switch or anything, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Next, we're bringing our other Rotom Bro again. We're bringing Ivy Guy with the Choice Scarf, Shadow Ball, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp again, and Trick. So the idea here is obviously this is a counter to Gyarados, first and foremost. Gyarados can't really hit Rotom Wash with anything, so you know, Earthquake we dodge because we have Levitate, and then all the water type, all stab moves, it really counters well. I don't know if he'll bring Gyarados because we have both of the Rotom Bros, but he might, and he likes to take it. He's taken it twice already. So yeah, this Choice Scarf is interesting because I'm actually using this as a counter to Gastrodon. If he switches to Gastrodon in on an electric type move, a Volt Switch or something, say we want to get one of those off, we can predict that and actually Trick instead of Volt Switch, and then give the Gastrodon a Choice Scarf, which really limits what Gastrodon can do if he can only use one move. He doesn't have access to recovery that way and all sorts of things. So that's the idea with the Trick set here. Also Will-O-Wisp, just because burning, I already mentioned that, it's great to burn a lot of these mons. Next, we have Dav the Girder. So Girder actually is pretty good against Melmetal. Not great against Gyarados, but can hold its own. He's good against Roserade, actually, and Beware, obviously. I'm actually giving him Ice Punch, too, so he can handle the Goodra a little bit, and the Flapple. He's just a really bulky switch into things and gets a lot of, like, the fighting type coverage here is good. And if we have a chance to bulk up at any point, that's why I'm bringing bulk up. He actually does some serious damage to Melmetal as well. So I don't think he wants to keep Melmetal in against this either if we do outspeed naturally. So that's interesting. I also have the Guts ability. In case we get burned by Gastrodon, we actually end up doing more damage while we're burned. So it wouldn't be that bad of a thing if we got hit by a Scald and got burnt. We can actually out Drain Punch the Gastrodon too. Obviously, Ice Punch for the Goodra and the Flapple really helps too. He's obviously not very good against Clefable, but that's we'll take that. You know what I mean? I got my bubbly here as well. Strawberry today. Yeah, this is max HP, max attack, adamant with 4 EVs in defense. Kind of designed for the Melmetal. In reality, though, just a pretty bulky physical pivot to things that we need to handle. I'm mostly worried about, like I said, the Dragapult and the Goodra. He recently picked up the Goodra, and I think it was for... I think now that he got it, he might take it in to this battle. I don't know. And last but not least, we're taking our Uber JayVee. Obviously, we've taken him every week. There can't be a held item on him, and he only gets the full metal body ability, but it's great ability, so it's fine. We have Sunsteel Strike knockoff for the Orbeetle, Flare Blitz also for the Orbeetle, and the Melmetal, and then Earthquake for some good damage against Dragapult if he wanted to switch into it or something like that. This thing is mainly just our answer to Clefable. We outspeed Clefable and we hit it really hard with a Sunsteel Strike. As you can see here, the kill death on Clefable is actually -3. So this might be the week he doesn't bring it. I still think it's good to have Solgaleo though. He's very powerful. I might even end up throwing Close Combat on it or something. I'm not really sure yet. Or see if he gets anything to handle the Goodra or the Gastrodon. Don't get me wrong, like Gastrodon still doesn't really want to switch into an Earthquake from this thing, or, you know, a knockoff or Sunsteel Strike. That's how powerful we are. And I believe we can take 1 or 2 Earth Powers from a Gastrodon as well. So this was the idea. I'll show you our full team, the Halifax Hitmonchan here. These are our boys. So we've taken Lapras, Solgaleo, and Runerigus 3 times, as well as Terrakion. We're actually not taking Terrakion this week. For the reasons I just explained. I don't think Terrakion is super good against his team. I I know it hits Orbeetle really hard, but Orbeetle can also hit it really hard with these psychic moves. Plus with like Gastrodon and Vaporeon and Clefable, like it's just not really a great bring here in general. We've also, this will be our first week taking Girder, which is cool. I thought about taking Persian, but I'm not really feeling it. And Cobalion is just too similar to Terrakion to really take to anything. So the second I get a free reroll, if that ever happens, we will switch out Cobalion there for sure. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to walk you guys through the thought process here of what happened. I'm really excited about this match. It'd be nice to give him his first L on the season. We are 1-2, as you can see, and he is 3-0. So it'd be nice to really do some of that. Like I said, I'm pretty much predicting he takes Orbeetle, Melmetal, Dragapult. I think he does take Goodra. I don't know if he takes Roserade, because that makes Rotom really, really good against those 3 Mons. And I think he takes Gastrodon. It could be Beware. It could be Goodra. It could be Clefable. I don't know. But I definitely think these 3 and Gastrodon are for sure. So then the other 2 could just be whatever. And yeah, this is the squad. I'm very excited. It took me a while to get a Gmax Lapras with Freeze Dry, but we got it done. I'm also bringing Ancient Power on this just in case it does hit the Orbeetle super effectively, and we could get some stat boosts from it. So that'd be interesting. I'm really excited about this set. I think the Wakam Berries will catch him off guard. Hopefully it does if that scenario pops up in the battle. And yeah, this is going to be difficult for me. I'm not great with like the move trick, so it requires a prediction of the switch into Gastrodon. So the way I see that happening is like he has Gyarados in versus my Rotom Wash. He obviously can't leave it in for a Volt Switch. So then predicting the switch into Gastrodon and tricking is the situation there. I don't want to give anything else a Choice Scarf, I don't think. Yeah, but that's it. So just a quick, short little blopper here. 10 minutes of my thoughts versus the Chicago Dragapults. Let me guys know if you want me to do this every week. I certainly can. It's fun for me to kind of work out this on screen with you guys and give you guys more information, so it means more going into the battle. So let me know in the comments. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, that, and subscribe if you're new, because it really helps small channels like your boy. Love you guys. Peace.